Welcome to Kicking the Door. I want to thank you right away for tuning in. I want to thank my audience for showing up. We have a packed house tonight. It's a beautiful thing. So what's up, and thank you to everybody. My name is Sha, a.k.a. Mr. Get Your Buzz Up, and this is my show, Kicking the Door, where we discuss and sometimes debate different topics within hip-hop. And today we're going to be talking about ghostwriting within hip-hop. It's a dope topic. I'm very interested to see what everybody says. Before I kick it off, we're sponsored by Scott's Urban Wear and Custom Clay Arts. Let me show off. Get a close-up. Cameraman, get a close-up. There it is, Mr. Get Your Buzz Up. All right. On today's panel, we have platinum producer DJ Payne 1. Make some noise for DJ Payne 1. And we have local hip-hop artist DLO. Make some noise for DLO. And we also have local hip-hop artist Sincere Life. So make some noise for him. That's what it is. I want to say thank you to Red Dragon TV. Make sure you go donate. There's a donate button on Red Dragon TV. Make sure you go and do that. This is a community center. We got to show love back to the community. Let's keep this building open. Let's keep everything go. So donate. Before we get to the panels, check out this ill video by Davita Loca. You can follow her at Davita Loca. This is her cipher that she did for BET. Peace.
Loca. I see you know that this beat is critical. Cutting lyric umbilicals like I missed all my clinicals. My brain's so analytical and famous so political. I'm just a whimsical individual breaking little roles. In case you didn't know, here's a couple details. I'm a female, I use Gmail, I like retail, I like Meek Mill. They be like, yo, you spit ill. They should really caution this. Cover up your mouth so that way they don't catch your awesomeness. I'm taking off like vroom vroom. Man, I want the boom boom. Cause I bring fire and put in work. Here comes the boom boom. The end like punctuations hit you with that word, pum pum. Sound effect, doom doom doom. That's all, folks. Loom Toon. Was just a little girl in my jammies watching TV when 106 and Park was promoting somebody's CDC. I swear it was so hard, but they made it look so easy. So I told my mama, B.E.T. that's gonna be me. Now I got boys too, like equals. Only see one of me, no part two sequels. You would think hip hop was dead the way these other rappers slacking up. Wisco's moving in, so tell these other rappers pack it up. I'm about to blow family a suitable match, the last to go. Kinda like I was the run in the back. At every show I duck the cover like I'm under attack. You say you won, yo, you ain't even under the map. I'm just trying to put a couple fans in the stands. Play my song to the end from where it began. Put it on repeat, man, and run it again. And then you tell me who's the fairest of them all in the land. Loca, 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 loca.
You're watching Red Dragon TV. Yeah, I know. I'm a green dragon. I'm a temp. Deal with it.
Shout out to that green dragon. Gotta love that green dragon. Favorite part of when we come back to break. So like I said, we have DLO. Make some noise. Treat a lot of you I recognize in the audience, treat this as I'm hosting a show. Just vibe with me. We got DJ Payne 1. And we got Sincere Life. So make some noise for Sincere. Man, like I said, that we're gonna be talking about ghostwriting within hip hop, and I love the fact that I have two artists and a producer here, so we can really get into that. So let's jump right into it. There was a story. There was a story that surfaced about the legendary rapper Nas using ghostwriters on his Untitled album. Are we all familiar with the story that was going on? Okay. Now, the artists that were said to be the ones who did the ghostwriting have already come out and stated they didn't do any ghostwriting for the album. They were there strictly to produce and give some ideas. So, but it sparked another debate within hip hop, which is why, and the debate is why is ghostwriting looked upon as wrong within the hip hop industry when any other genre of hip music uses ghostwriters all the time, and they admit it. So Who wants to tackle that first question that I have?
I'll tackle it. I don't know. I mean, I feel like hip hop is supposed to be coming from the soul. It's supposed to be something that's original that you made. But at the same token, every genre is doing it as well. You know, there's a lot of people, you know, writing other people's songs. Me personally, I don't really think that ghostwriting is needed. I mean, if you got the money to do it and you can do it and people feel your music, I'm not gonna hate on you. But I mean, to each their own. That's basically my attitude about it.
I don't know. It's like with the ghostwriting thing, me personally, I actually was told one time that I could probably be a ghostwriter, and I kind of took offense to it because it's like I write my own stuff, and I want people to feel me and know me through my music. So I don't have a song that I'm willing to sell to somebody else. And like as far as hip hop goes, it's probably looked upon bad because whereas like with R&B, we could say that when people singing or whatever, they're usually singing about love, and that's something that everybody could relate to. No matter who you is, what it is, you could relate to love. So somebody could write that song, and you could sing it with those emotions, and you could feel it that way. And the same thing could be said about some things in hip-hop, but at the same time, hip-hop is kind of based on truth. Like, no other genre of music I don't think is like based off of truth as far as this is you, this is who you are, we believe what you say, and we believe that this is you, and this is what we expect to get when we see you in real life. So having a ghostwriter for that, it's almost like you know, when Nas came out, some people, you know, kind of didn't want to be fans of his no more, questioning everything he ever did now. Like now he didn't write none of his stuff because the question of him needing a ghostwriter popped up. So it's like we believe that Nas was who he was and that's what he was, and that's kind of him being such a lyricist. We held him to that standard. Like if we heard Jay-Z had a ghostwriter or Lil Wayne or something, it wouldn't hold as much merit because we don't hold them to the standard we hold Nas to. So to hear somebody, you know, say that about Nas, it kind of take credit away from what he did. And to some people, me personally, I didn't believe it. I thought like, I feel like I can tell, like I wouldn't have felt them so much if somebody else was writing that or if he had a ghostwriter. He probably, like they say, you gave them ideas, they came in and gave them ideas or whatever. And some people, even in hip hop, where we living in a world today where there's no gray area, it's either black or white. So if somebody gave you ideas, oh, they ghostwriting now. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if they never wrote nothing for you, if they gave you an idea, that's not your original idea, it's ghostwriting. And that's not, you know, always true. They probably just, like they said, gave them ideas, they making a beat. I think anytime you making a beat with somebody or they producing a track, they should give you ideas to make the song better. You know, there's nothing wrong with that or taking ideas from somebody else, because I know I didn't make every song go get to where I'm at by myself. I always let people hear what you think of this, you know, what you think you need, what you think could go out. So, you know, me personally, I wouldn't need a ghostwriter, but I don't look, you know, I guess I can't knock it because everybody getting their money. I don't want to knock nobody getting money, but it's just nothing that I would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't ghostwrite.
To add to that, first of all, the term ghostwriting is a term that's used almost exclusively in the context of hip hop. You don't hear people say Kesha's ghostwriting for Britney Spears, because that's not even a question. Of course, there are songwriters in other genres. For example, Diana Ross wasn't writing her own music, you know, but those songs mean a lot to people, and they associate the songs with Diana Ross. That's just how it's always been. But I think beyond the whole question of authenticity that Sincere pretty much touched on completely is vocal performance. So singing, which is, you know, how music in the vast majority of other genres is expressed, is emphasized less in hip hop. Whether or not it matters less, I'm not going to say. I don't think it does. But the emphasis is on lyrics. So, of course, you know, people listening to hip hop are going to focus more on the lyrics than they are the vocal performance, just because it's harder to judge a bad rapper who has good lyrics but a poor vocal performance than it is to judge a terrible singer who has bad pitch. So I think singing is more accessible to people. And therefore, someone who can sing well but not necessarily write the music well is excusable, because there's so much emotion that can be expressed through the vocals. Whereas hip-hop, people don't tend to think of how the actual vocals, how the delivery affects the message in the words, and it absolutely does. It's just not something we talk too much about, which is, in my opinion, why in the past when rappers have had people writing their material and no one noticed and they loved the music, it was because that rapper was that much better of an artist, where they could take the song, make it their own, make it seem like they wrote it, just feel it, and convey some type of emotion with the way that they perform the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? But it becomes a question of authenticity at the end of the day in the context of hip hop culture, whether or not that's right. You know, it doesn't matter because it's going to happen, but it's an interesting debate.